All right, how's it going? This is Tim Ward with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you guys as promised. I wanted to thank you real quick about getting or letting my team member talk to you about getting this video out to us and allowing us to do this for you. So I have the homepage of the website pulled up, which we'll look at here in just a second. By the way, right off the bat, great looking website. So other than that, I wanted to type into Google. I was looking through, you guys' location is in St. Charles, Illinois. Obviously you're servicing a lot of these, again, southwestern suburbs of Chicagoland. So one of that larger areas is going to be Naperville. So I did go ahead for the sake of the video, and I went ahead and I typed in roofing Naperville, Illinois. So again, being one of the larger areas, we wanted to be able to capitalize on people searching for a roofing company in this area. So again, we can capture that audience, convert them to our website, and overall get them to become a lead for us through our website as well. So with that being said, again, we want to be able to rank on the first page for as many of these service-based searches for the areas that we cover. So typically about 75 to 80% of people are going to stick on this first page, which is why it's so crucial to be on it. Now, I typically tend to stay away from doing it through ads as these don't convert as highly as being organically, mainly because about 80% of people, due to credibility reasons, are going to instantly disregard any type of ad they see, especially on a service-based search like we have going on here. Other than that, for you guys, you'd only be able to rank your Google business profile within St. Charles, Illinois, but you would be able to rank your actual website, okay? And the next best thing, obviously, would be to rank your website if you can't rank your Google business profile. Now, one thing I did do just to verify, you guys are ranking your Google business profile within St. Charles, so doing a great job there. You guys are also the first when it comes to ranking your website here as well. So really dominating the St. Charles area when it comes down to it. Now, we just want to be able to do that same thing when it comes to any of these other areas that you're going to be able to, or going to service or want to be able to service as well. So we want to be able to see your website within this top page here, and more specifically within this first handful, okay? Now, for the top competitor, I went ahead and I chose Showalter for Naperville area, mainly because this company is using Naperville within their name, so it's going to be a little bit easier for them to rank overall. So I wanted to choose somebody who's doing it, outside of just using their name to be able to rank, right? So back over to your website real quick. Again, great looking website. I really love the look of the logo as well. You got a good call to action right here up top. And overall, again, good layout, good looking website, good color scheme. Now, the other thing I always like to look at is the amount of content that is on your home page here. And main reason is because content is going to be king when it comes to ranking a website. Not only that, but the keywords that are within it too. So Google typically wants to see 1,500 to 2,000 words of content, but again, that varies a lot depending on location, keywords, type of service or product that you're promoting. Also, what is your top competitor doing? This is going to be the biggest thing. So let's look at your top competitor when it comes to this area and see what they're doing on their homepage content wise. So we can come through, scroll a little bit, even the layout that we're seeing here, promoting to learn more about each of their different services that they're providing. Good section of content here. Pretty long homepage, with a good amount of content. So probably close to 1,000 words of content. I could really dive in more to see, but give or take, I'd probably say give maybe 100, maybe 200 more. So somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200 words of content just on their homepage. And if we look back on your homepage, obviously you're doing really well for St. Charles. So maybe you want to keep the homepage how it is, but build out a service areas tab here that can so that you can rank more towards the Naperville roofing uh, and how Google's ranking them. So I would build out a service areas page here that's going to have some of these top areas that you want to be able to rank within. You know, I always butcher this name. Elgin, I believe is how you say it. Plainfield, Shorewood, and then Naperville as well. You could have each of these have their own page within your website, and then you can look at the top competitors in each of those areas and emulate how they have their homepage set up, and hunker down and again really promote those pages to be able to rank for each of those specific areas. So that's how I would do it. Now, next thing I always do is I use this paid program called Ahrefs. So I went ahead and I throw your website in here, and then I have Showalter on a different tab. These first two numbers here are actually strength and trust ratings through Google. So you build this strength and trust out through Google from a backlink that comes from a referring domain. And a backlink is any clickable text linking one website to another, and a referring domain is what holds that backlink for you. Now, when you build these out, you want to make sure you're getting high quality backlinks coming from authoritative referring domains. And by authoritative, I mean they already have high strength and trust ratings within Google. So once you gain a backlink from them, you're going to build that strength and trust up for your own website in return. Now, your strength and trust ratings are based out of a 100 rating. So, really, you don't have that much strength or trust built up with Google yet. Your homepage is doing better than your entire domain as a whole. But really, once you get into the 30s and 40s, we know you have a pretty powerful website at that point. So, you're on your way. You obviously just need to keep building these out. Also, content-wise, you're ranking organically or indexing within Google for about 51 keywords, as we see here, bringing in averaging just over 60 traffic per month. Okay. Now, if we look at your keywords, we can actually see where you're getting most of your traffic from. And we see a lot of it's coming from Ace Roofing, Ace Roofing Company, Ace Roof. Now we can see these are going to be what we consider to be nationwide keywords. Okay. So these keywords aren't necessarily people looking for you within your specific area, right? Now, with that being said, too, we can see some of these companies down below: St. Charles Roofing Contractor, St. Charles Roofing uh, or yeah, so this ST or spelling out Saint. So there are a lot of different variations of this. Now, I live in Missouri, and I grew up in St. Charles County of Missouri, which is right out or right west of St. Louis County. So again, this isn't even specific to Illinois either, right? Now, when you get down to this one is, right? Roofing St. Charles, Illinois, which is what I had typed in when I found you guys for your Google business profile. Now, here's the thing, right? Only 10 searches per month. Now, you guys are fifth position, so you're getting 10% of that traffic within your website. Now, here's again, too, I saw this: Roofing St. Charles, Missouri, right? So, again, if you're not having an Illinois tag to that, it's going to be a little bit harder to get the correct amount of traffic that you want. Here you go. Like, here's the other town you were looking for. So, that's getting 70 traffic, but you see your ninth or 10th page of Google for that. So, zero traffic to your website because of it. Now, if we go ahead and look at Showalter's, we can see their strength and trust ratings are quite a bit higher, right? So, they're getting closer to that benchmark that you want to be at. Now they've built out quite a few more backlinks, right? Almost or 2.2 thousand compared to what I think you guys had, almost 40. Yeah, so they've put in a lot of time building out backlinks, and they're indexing for a lot of keywords too. So I'm assuming they have some type of blog, which they do. Now, blog is always a decent idea to have within a website because that's going to drive what we'd consider to be relevant content to your website, every month or week, however often you're updating it or putting in new articles. Now, they're also bringing in about 500 traffic per month too, right? And if we go into their keywords, we can see where they're getting most of their traffic from. A decent chunk of it is going to be their company name. That's generally, you know, people are going to be getting that from their company name. They also have a few of their blogs that are getting a decent amount of traffic to their articles. But like Roofing Naperville, Naperville Roofer, Roofer Naperville. Now, I don't think there's any other town within the United States that is actually Naperville. Yeah, so I did a quick little search. It looks like Naperville is going to be the only town within the United States is within Illinois. So this is still buyer intent specific to Illinois here. They even have Illinois attached to it in some cases. So these are the types of keywords that you want to be able to rank for. Obviously, if you want to target Naperville, right? And as we can see, Naperville is going to be one of those areas that's getting a lot of the searches compared to St. Charles or Elgin, even Shorewood, things of that nature. So you really want to be able to target this area through a service area tab within your website. And then, also a keyword like this, again, being buyer intent roofing Naperville, that means the people that are coming into the website from that are generally interested about talking to you guys. And at that point, they're a lead, right? And a warm lead at that. So typically around 30 to 40% of this traffic that's coming in from a keyword that being a buyer intent keyword is going to turn into a lead for you. So, at this point, 10 to 15 of these people would be turning into a lead, and we can see the amount of keywords that they're ranking for. So they're probably getting, 50 to 60 extra leads per month just through their website. So, hoping this video helped you out. I'm getting over 10 minutes, so I'm rambling on at this point. So, I apologize for that. If you got this far in the video, I appreciate it. You've been sticking with me. If you need me to elaborate on any of this information, or if you have any other further questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you any way I can. Other than that, have a great rest of your day, and I truly hope to hear from you soon, and have a good Christmas as well.